Well, if there's one thing that this quarantine has shown us is that the weirdest things will happen. It seems like this is the time for every early 2000s rock band to have a complete meltdown. Trapped is just absolutely... I can't even right now with their Twitter account. There's so much content, I could make a whole other video with just Trapped. And now somebody dug up this video from SiriusXM of Puddle of Mudd doing the Nirvana's About a Girl. For anyone wondering, no, this is not my first time watching it. I got this sent to me unsuspectingly from a friend, and I watched it. I was like, what is this? So here we go. Puddle of Mudd playing About a Girl Unplugged by Nirvana. This will be interesting. So first things first, never been a big fan of this song because of its simplicity, but I will give it credit for the melody. It's a great melody.
I need an easy friend. I do, with the head to hand. I do, make you fit this shoe. I do, but you have a clue.
How do you even take this seriously at all? Okay, the singing is its own world of issues that we have to look at here, but the facial expressions paired with that poor sound coming out of his mouth are really the true art form here. This is the pinnacle.
Take it, then it's
The bass player and the hand percussion guy were just looking at one another.
I can see you every night. Rain.
Every night. Can't even do it. It should be a new challenge, the Sing Like Puddle of Mudd challenge. Oh my god, it's so good. Hey, at least they aren't fucking up what they're playing. And hey, huge props to these guys that he hired to be in this band, because fuck, man, like if that was in my monitor right now and I was trying to play, I would be fucking it up so bad.
I'm standing in your line. I do hope you have the time. I do pick up number 2. I do keep on staying with you.
Why? Who thought this was a good idea? Whoever thought this was a good idea? Who watched that back and thought that they should post this on YouTube? Somebody besides Wes Scantlin knew that this was hilariously bad and they decided to post it. Apparently, Wes has gone through a bunch of drug problems. I don't know any details of that other than he's had drug problems. I don't know if he still has drug problems. I don't know what's going on. No idea. But I can also imagine this not being easy for him. I'm sorry, you can't listen to that and think that that was a good performance. Did he not get a chance to watch it back? Or, I don't know, have somebody tell him, hey, you sound like a fucking dying goose?
Take it, then it's wild. You hang me out to dry.
Your car player trying not to laugh. You got the close up of him trying not to laugh. Freedom. Let's try that again. Freedom. And this is where, when I first saw this, I was under the impression that, like, maybe he was trying to take the piss out of Nirvana. Because, like, if I was ever jokingly doing an impression of Kurt Cobain singing, I would do something that sounded like that. Over exaggerated to the point where it obviously doesn't sound like him, but you get the fact that I'm doing his singing style and pushing it too hard. But I want to touch on that in just a minute. It's a simple little guitar solo. I dig it. Same exact phrase over and over again. That's very Nirvana. I like the hand percussion. I think it was a great touch.
Number 2, I do keep on stay with you. I can see you every night. I can see you every night.
Why? Okay, that also makes me think that this is fake. Like he's over exaggerating it on purpose. Like that's something that I would do again if I was doing my best to make a mockery of Kurt Cobain's singing style. So there's a part of me that makes me think that he is aware that he is completely shitting on Kurt Cobain. So I don't know. I got a little bit of a question mark going on up here, but also at the same point, maybe he is just that level of lack of self-awareness. That could also be the case. Because if you are going to be pushing that hard and you want to put that emphasis on the end, which I think what he was trying to do artistically, trying to give him some credit here. What he was trying to do artistically was trying to, I can see you every night, you know, something like, put a little staccato on it. But he's doing it with like, so it doesn't quite work the same. There's supposed to be a little bit more subtlety to it, or it could just be the fact that he was gasping for air, which also could be a multitude of things. Okay, so then the big question comes in to me, because everyone watched the absolute insanity that this was, and I don't know that I've seen anyone else actually take the time to watch any of the other performances from this session. And if we go ahead and go to their, I think it was Blurry. Yeah, Blurry. All right, here. Take a look at this one really quick. First things first, I actually really like that guitar part a lot. It's very pretty. Bass sitting pretty. Ooh, love that bass.
Everything's so blurry and everyone's so fake, and everybody's empty and everything is so messed up. Preoccupied without you, I cannot live at all.
Okay, so a couple of things I'm noticing. If he would have done an ever so slightly exaggerated version of his own singing style, he would have nailed About a Girl by Kurt Cobain or Nirvana, whatever. You get it. You would have gotten the Kurt Cobain singing style. And I'm sorry, like it would have to be a massive amount of lack of self-awareness to think that you need to push that much extra harder to do Kurt justice. That already sounded like, frankly, the nasally bullshit that Kurt Cobain sang. Just on a personal note for About a Girl, as much as I hate that singing style, I have to say it fucking works. And maybe it's just because of years of brainwashing from having heard it on the radio and in the car all the time. But, I mean, it definitely works fucking somehow. And another reason why his super exaggerating singing didn't work on the Puddle of Mudd About a Girl rendition is because when he's hitting those those high notes, he was hitting a lot of them all over the place. A lot of times a little flat. Sometimes it was way sharp because he's trying to push it really hard, you know, and your voice likes to jump up when you're forcing air through it. It makes it harder to get pitch accuracy. Well, I'm noticing on this performance, there's like most of the notes are pretty clean. They're not the best attack or articulation of those notes, but he's a little bit flat on some of the pitches. I'm like, okay, so live he's not like perfect, but he can get the point across. But already naturally having difficulty with that pitch control is going to contribute to that Nirvana rendition sounding even crappier.
Be my someone, you could be my saint.
Yeah.
You know that
My singing, you can be my saint. Like if you want to put an emphasis on the wide mouth notes, if you take the wide mouth, which is gonna give you a thinner tone to begin with, and then you push it into the top of your mouth like nasal cavity, like that's where you get that shit. That's where you get that shit from, and that sounds like fucking trash. He already naturally has that singing style of voice. It's very clear. So why exaggerate it even? Like, I don't get it. I'm like partway inclined to think that he did it on purpose. That he did it either as just a viral video to shit post or to shit down Kurt Cobain's neck. That was not a proper, wow, I shouldn't have said that. Obviously, it's hilariously terrible, like really, really funny. And obviously, they are extremely not happy with it because they unlisted the video. Link down below, by the way. When I first checked it earlier today, in order to get a copy of this video, it was at 780,000, and by the time I came back to it to watch it on here, it had over 800,000. So yeah, it's still getting pretty viral. Hey, look, Wes, you had to fuck up. It happens. It happens to all of us, man. And like it's easier just to laugh at yourself about it than it is to take it super seriously. Like, your career's not ended. Just fucking laugh along with us, man. Everyone will like you more if you actually just laugh along with it, because it is funny. And if you did this as a shit post or a troll, fucking mad thumbs up and rock-ons to you, dude. First of all, it takes a lot of balls to say anything negative about Nirvana ever. From personal experience, I can tell you. And secondly, it was fucking funny. Anyway, enough about that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I've been doing 10 albums over 10 days. There'll be a playlist down there to that below. You guys can check that out. If you like this video, please leave a like. It helps a lot. Leave a comment down there. Let me know whether you thought it was a legit performance or a fake one. Support me on Subscribestar. That is the only way I can keep making badass videos for you. And you can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Become the Night. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you in the next video. Rock on.